to the Late Night L.O.A.D. The Late Night L.O.A.D. Welcome to the Late Night L.O.A.D. Late Night L.O.A.D.
Hey everybody, Web C here, and welcome to the show. It is the Late Night L.O.A.D. So come on in, get ready, get started. Tonight, we'll be playing a Halloween-themed game, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It's pretty much like a Dungeons and Dragons meets Borderlands game. It's pretty awesome. My wife loves it. She's going to start a new character. Playing tonight is Leanie42, my wife. She's going to have a great night, and we're going to have a great night. We're all going to have a great night. Our kids are asleep. That's a plus. So yeah, So here's all the people who are in charge of making the video game we're about to watch get played. I believe the Model Rocketeer is working his way into the show as well. And yeah, we'll be here. We got a couple good topics to talk about tonight. And while we're talking about those, I'll be able to do something, or I'll be able to add in some stuff too. So yeah, we're going to open up a second internet window here and we'll browse some news channel stuff. From just sources that I remember and stuff. Anyways, there's this crazy thing that just like popped up this evening. I saw it earlier. I didn't know if it was just a joke or a hoax, but it made the news. So we're gonna talk about that for sure. All right, 2K Games presents a Gearbox software game. Did you need this chair? You want to swap out chairs? It's supposed to be your chair. All right, there's subtitles at the bottom of the screen. You can see that all nice and clearly. Let's go ahead and throw that lower third up there real quick. Sorry, it's going to block a little bit of the subtext. But we're going to throw that up there real quick so you know who we are, where we're from. I will be right back, my friends.
That's you. Debbie, right? Fate maker. Big responsibility. Honestly, I wouldn't even blame you if you just laid down in the puddle and gave up.
Yeah, I wanted mine.
Acknowledge if you try to remove yourself as fate maker, then heed the warning I give all heroes. Together you fight. Together you shall fall.
See?
Show real good over here. Play rough. We're coming for you, Dragon Lord. Your party of heroes can't stop me. Already Wow, you guys got here fast.
Like you said, we're the heroes. I am Valentine, gallant adventurer. The scary savvy one is Fred.
What about that one?
That's the news. It's their birthday.
Oh, come on. Their figure isn't.
Enough talk. We're here to stop you from taking the soul in.
Fools! I've already absorbed all of the soul energy. I'm invincible!
Ow. Sorry, newbie. You missed the soul energy.
Captain Convert! Saving so high! More than usual! My skeletons will wash over the land!
Too bad. How do we win this?
We attack together.
game are we playing here?
We're playing bunkers and badasses, baby! And I, Tiny Tina, am the bunker master. So when I say go, and I say there's a
Yeah,
magical diamond,
what Tina says
and there's a diamond
goes.
to save the day.
Huh. I'm kind of hoping we would save the day.
You will, Valley Girl. I just gotta set the stakes. Now, let's table talk. Kill Dragon Lord!
But, Stallion, you may be the most beautifulest, perfectest ruler in all the land. But this time,
But Stallion.
I won.
Buck Stallion was wielding the coolest sword in the whole world. The sword of gold.
Oh, would you? I just made those skeletons. No. No! I trust you, Valentine. I trust you, Fresh. And most of all, I curse you, newbie. Whatever your name is. I will return and finally rid this world of heroes.
And with that, the Dragon Lord was defeated. Explosion complete! Oh, the Radio Reckoning roleplay!
Yeah, might as well. We're stranded here after that mountain totally jumped out at our ship.
Yeah, see, Craig. I'm in. I love bunkers and badasses. I've already got a level 40 character. No. We are making all new characters. This is the newbie's first day, and I'm gonna make sure it's an adventure they'll never forget.
You ready, newbie?
Time for character sheets, baby!
And this is where you get to start your character. Cool.
I'm going to go with this one. Character customization.
Now that is I'm back. Get over it.
years. This is mass. There we go.
All right, Carrie's taking his sweet time. Oh man. Oh, I hooked up a little thing and it kicked up a bunch of dust, and now I got the sneezes. It's okay though. Oh, blah, blah, blah. All right. That's an interesting look. Looks kind of like a fish. Be afraid to look at him from the other profile view.
You change like all the things.
Arched. Point. Yeah. Oh. Well, I invited some people to come hang out with us. Let's see who comes.
Okay.
So, I just threw out a reach to a few friends. Shane already said no. What a loser.
Really?
I love you, Shane. You're still cool. You're not really a loser. I was just saying that.
He's got some things going on.
I don't know if Andy will. He might. And then, like I said, the Model Rocketeer should be showing up soon here.
Change.
He's got the link.
I can change. Oh, that's cool.
And you're watching the Late Night Load. Do, 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 do. We're moving into our first sponsor slot. We got more to talk about than just our sponsor slots today. But we are gonna talk about our sponsors first.
Sure. We'll go with that.
All right. Moving in. It's Friday Night Restocks tomorrow. Yeah. Plus a new sweepstakes. Now through October 31st, every purchase will enter you into a drawing for a $100 gift card. Bonus points for each dollar spent. Where? At ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com. And you head on over there to ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com, and to let them know that we sent you, go ahead and use this discount code that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now, G_Syndicate10. It lets our sponsor know we sent you, so they know we love them. All right. So head on over there to Clarksville Hobby Depot. Get that entry into that $100 gift card by making your first purchase with them, or your second purchase, or your third purchase, or as many entries as you want. Hey, guys, get over there. Get entered. All right. I know I sound way too excited to tell you guys to do things. I'll let that discount code scroll a few more minutes. So yeah, and then while we're taking a moment to talk about other things, as you guys know, WebC Official is a TV station that is in development by me, WebC, and I am working on putting together a team of shows that showcase all the different hobbies around the world that people can get into. So I'm taking kind of like pitch applications for shows, and if you got your stuff together and you got your whole aspect of your show idea built and ready to go, let me know. We might include you on WebC Official. Now, speaking of that, the shows that we do have that are coming out are What's in the Hangar Wednesdays with the Model Rocketeer. We have a Monday afternoon show coming out with the Wicked Wookie. It'll be part of the Kipash Gundam franchise. And then on Fridays, we still have Friday Night Kit Bash, along with once in a while we do a special Friday night episode of the Late Night Load. But usually you'll find us here on the Late Night Load on Thursday, where we play video games and talk about crazy conspiracy theories and wild things going on in the media. So you go ahead, come on over, talk to us, let us know what's going on, and we will see what we can do about setting everybody up with some happy fun time shows. So, yeah. Oh, and here we go. Back into the show. We got our
Woo.
friend, the model rocketeer. He is
What's up,
here.
buddy?
Not a
How's it
whole
going?
lot.
That was
It is going. My wife is hooking us up with this really cool character to watch, kick some butt and stuff.
hell yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I started work on a new Gundam today. So we're gonna take this one all the way. I'm gonna see how far I can stretch my skills on this one I'm starting. It is a Gundam Barbatos Master Grade.
Oh, nice.
It'll have holographic water slides, custom paint. It'll have metal frame parts. It'll have. I've just got a lot going on with what I'm doing with it.
That's
Anyways,
so badass. That's gonna be
um,
awesome.
it is going to get the Wolverine treatment. It is going to be a Wolverine looking build, just like the one I did in high grade, but it's
Ooh.
going to be a master grade quality Wolverine build. And yeah, we're going to see how it turns out. But I'm just going to put a lot of love and extra work into it. Mainly, most of the work is going to go into like the body and stuff of the kit. But I'm going to assemble it first, do a whole photo shoot with it as just regular Barbatos, and then I'm going to mark what I need to mark for like customization and stuff. And then
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn that kit into a sweet looking Marvel build.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, man.
Because your
Oh,
HDs are really amazing, so I can only imagine a master grade.
yep. I did invite another friend. I'm waiting for a response to see if they come and hang out with us tonight. But if they don't, they don't. They're kind of skittish. Sometimes they're in the mood to do things and hang out, and sometimes they're not really in the mood to talk at all. So
Yeah, all right. All right.
they're a really cool friend of mine. I really like them. I've known them since I was about 14. Went to school with them and their siblings. So it was a pretty cool person. And yeah, so I'd like you guys to meet that person eventually as one of my friends. They're also they TikTok and everything. I think they go by Dragon Chef or Dragon Chefy over on TikTok. So even if they don't come out here and hang out with us tonight, go over there and hit up my buddy and see what he's talking about. He likes to talk and read. I think his thing is he does readings or whatever. He likes to read like books and stuff, but
Okay.
he reads them with a whimsical accent. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he doesn't just read the book with a plain monotone look. He like adds a whimsical flair to the way he talks and stuff. It's so amazing.
That's
I love
cool.
the way it is and stuff. And such an amazing mind to think to do that. Also can sing. Dragon Chef is a great singer too.
Oh, nice.
He has a pleasant singing voice. It's not like high pitched or screechy or anything. All right, we'll get rid of that guy. Whoop whoop. All right. So we're beginning the show. So, the first thing we want to talk about today is over in Colorado. Did you hear the news about that?
No.
Over in Colorado, some people were like going by the highway or something, and they were filming like just the side of the mountain or whatnot over in
Uh-huh.
Colorado, and it was like half desert, half mountain type of area where they were in Colorado. Anyways, to give you the highlights of it or whatnot, but people were saying they saw Bigfoot.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like they were like, this looks like a Bigfoot. So I was like, what? So
I
yeah,
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Bigfoot. He's in the news. Like I was like, that's crazy. Because they were like, let's see, caught on camera during couple's romantic getaway in Colorado. Yeah, here, Yahoo News. I'll bring it up.
Nice.
Hold up. All right. Can you see it? All right. Yahoo News reports. We don't want that to be the big one. We want the game to be the big one still. So you can see down here where I'm reading from, just to give you the idea of what's going on. So Yahoo News reports a married couple believes a mythical creature joined their romantic Colorado getaway. It's story time, y'all. Shannon Parker said in a Facebook post claiming she and her husband, Stetson, who were celebrating their 10th wedding anniversary, spotted Bigfoot meandering down the side of a mountain in the middle of the day. All right. And then there's a video footage.
Oh god, right on.
So these people are horrible camera people.
Oh, of course. Always grainy footage.
Well, it's not too grainy, actually. Like, you can see the Bigfoot. After the commercial, of course. You can see Bigfoot after the commercial.
After this commercial break.
Yeah. Oh, that's not. That's not anything like what. Oh, stupid Yahoo. So, okay. Right here. Upload that up real quick. Here's an image. And then. So, the on the lower left screen is the clearest. But it was walking. So, in the video I saw, it was walking, right? Like, and while it was walking, it like noticed it was being filmed. So, it stopped and sat down. And its knees, like feet to knees, were larger than the bushes it sat down to hide behind.
Oh wow.
But as soon as this thing like sat down to hide, it blended in so crazy perfect. Like it was cool. So, apparently that Bigfoot is adept to blending into the grass and stuff in that area to just look like a bush in the grass, in the unkept grass.
Right.
So that's a pretty cool and crazy thing. I don't know what to think about it. Then what was it back in 2021, 2020? There was that sighting of Bigfoot on the river in Texas,
Right.
uh, just, just south of Colorado and all that stuff too.
kind of all lines up. Bigfoot's on the move.
I think Bigfoot, the Rocky Mountains are a perfect a causeway travelway for a creature like Bigfoot
Right.
to get through winter and summer camps. I think Bigfoot has a winter summer migrating periods because they're just following the animals south. You know what I mean,
Right.
throughout the hunting season.
Right.
And
They're just doing what's pretty
I
natural.
definitely don't think if the Bigfoots are real, I don't think they're dumb, and I do think they hunt pretty well.
Right.
They obviously don't overhunt. So, oh man,
I kind of come from the school of thought that Bigfoot is like kind of like one of those interdimensional amazing creatures. So yeah, they can adapt to anywhere.
I've heard more than one account of somebody saying that Bigfoot is a multi-dimensional or a phasing dimensional creature. Ooh, look at that! She opened up a padded box.
Oh wow. Because people have I've heard the stories where they said they've shot at him. I feel like everything they've ever done has never really worked. So it's kind of like he has a cloaking device technology possibly, or it's not even a device. It might just be the ability to cloak themselves.
Yeah, there's thoughts that there are thoughts that if we were to have evolved with a genome like a chameleon or something, that there would be an ape species somewhere that could have that possibility within themselves. So it's all based on theory of how the evolutionary tree works.
Mm.
Because they say like everything becomes one thing. Like the evolutionary tree, like you can get a whole bunch of things in between, but at the end we're all gonna become the same thing through the evolution tree. And right now what the joke is everything evolves into crabs. It's kind of weird, but that's what they're saying is everything evolves into crabs. So makes me go, all right, those are water spiders.
Right.
So yeah. 8-legged water bugs, So
Never thought of it that way. Yeah.
yeah. Well, at least if you take a big enough hammer and you squash them like a bug, like a fly swatter, they look the same.
Okay. That makes sense.
The mark that's left behind. I'm sorry.
A little spot.
Yeah, just a little spot. I like to fuck with people that eat shellfish and stuff because I can't eat it. I'm allergic to it, so I like to talk shit.
Gotcha.
So I just consider it all to be water bugs, shrimp and lobsters. And
They kind of literally are, though, in a way.
hey, we have a leprechaun in the house tonight.
All right, man. Craig.
I don't know if the leprechaun has audio, but we got a leprechaun. I'm cool with that. Where's the pot of gold? We caught you. No. He'll get it. He's gonna get it. He's getting it set up so he can talk to you. That's awesome.
Nice. Right on. I'm just doing a little simple detail painting on this GM.
Nice.
And I realized how differently made and produced it is compared to the cold district. The cold district has the shoulder vents that actually move. This one does not.
Okay.
And the way this one, the legs are made are different compared to the original. Well, the whole district. I guess there's the difference in the printing mold date. But, oh, man, I got some kid bashing ideas now.
No audio yet, leprechaun. It's probably in the Restream sound driver settings. You're going to probably want to go in that and change the sound driver from default to whatever your headphones are. I really like the graphics on this Tiny Tina game.
Yeah.
They're pretty sweet. Let's probably check it out. La di da di da. Di da di da. He's gonna throw it against the wall. I've seen that look before. Grab the one with the wire. Still waiting for sound. Waiting for sound. Ooh. Action skills unlocked. Congratulations, you leveled up.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
It works.
Yes.
So,
Now
with
has
what you guys were
audio.
talking about before I joined, it was my understanding that those people were on a train going through Colorado when getting.
They were on a. I thought that's what I thought the understanding was. The article I just read said they were on their anniversary hike through the Colorado wilderness.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
That
that video that they're taking, they're obviously moving, so they weren't hiking at that point.
well, no, obviously. So that's what I was
So,
like.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no, I think,
you know.
yeah, because it's my understanding that it was there on a train because then there's mention of other people pulling out their phones and starting to take pictures. But I didn't hear the rest of what you guys' take was on that thing. How do you guys.
Oh well, it was pretty interesting. I was just saying that I thought it was pretty cool how that in the video footage you clearly saw the thing, and then after it took a few steps, it like noticed it was being watched, and it sat down.
Yeah, it
And
hidden,
I
almost
like
blended
I
in.
was pointing out how large it was because that thing was huge. Its foot touching the ground, its kneecap came above the bush
Yeah.
it sat next to.
Yep.
I was like, that's huge. That's freaking huge. My kneecap would not. I'm a big guy, and my kneecap would not go up that high against that bush. So I was like, well, you either got to be like 7 feet tall, or that's a real Bigfoot. So either somebody really tall is out there walking around in Colorado right now in
In a
an ape
fursuit.
suit,
Right.
or it's really the guy. So, and then I also compared it to it looked very similar to the Bigfoot that we saw just a couple years ago on the river with its baby in Texas. So off of one of the rivers in northwest Texas, there was a spotting of a mother Bigfoot and her baby crossing a river. And now the mother Bigfoot crossing mid-river only took 5 steps to cross this big river. And then along with that, like the river was like not very deep to this creature. Like it was very easy for this creature to maneuver through the river. The person who filmed that said that river would have like come up to their head if they were in the river. So that was also, I was like, well, wow, those are some really big Bigfoot. And then I was also talking about how those two sightings kind of line up with what could be a migratory path of what some people claim Bigfoots do is migrate, follow their hunting trails and stuff with
It's kind of
the
like
hunting animals.
Red Dead Redemption. You know what I mean?
Deer.
Where it goes through the
Yep.
mountain passes, and then you break over into the valley, and that's what they're doing. They're traveling over that valley at certain times of the year, and they stay
Well,
in the hunting
I
ground, or then move on to the.
and if Bigfoots are real, it would make, and there's not that many of them, it would make sense for it to be harder to catch or find them if they are migrating like that, and they could have a huge migrating path to where they're only in an area, that area once a year, and they got a year cycle migration. So I mean, it makes sense for
Right.
sure. One of the things that I was kind of looking at with it's like it's body language, the way it was moving, is looked like some other videos as well, which I thought was kind of interesting. Just kind of the hunched over, swinging arms thing. We've seen that in other Bigfoot videos.
You guys are
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I know what you're talking about there. So what game are you playing?
Nothing yet. Just trying to decide.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I got the VR set for the PS4, so I was checking out Skyrim on that earlier today.
Ooh.
It,
No Man's Sky. You can play No Man's Sky with VR on the PS4. I heard that's pretty good too.
I could believe that.
And then I can imagine there's the Borderlands 3. I think has a VR option you can hook onto and play Borderlands 3
Yeah, I see you're
with
playing. I
VR.
see you're playing Borderlands 3: Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah. Eileen's playing the Tiny Tina game.
Yep. It's
Yep.
it's fun. I played that with Dustin for a while. We ran through that shit together.
Okay. Yeah, this is Eileen's just starting a new character, but I think she's beaten it twice now.
That's my third playthrough.
Yep.
Yeah, so she says it's her
It's
third
fun.
playthrough. But I just figured it's a pretty appropriate game for Halloween. And tomorrow I'm gonna load up Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th, and that's what we're gonna be doing for tomorrow's special late night load.
Yeah.
We will talk about some of the crazy stuff about the Friday the 13th story, like how here in Minnesota we actually have a real lake called Crystal Lake, and how there's actually a dummy of Jason
Oh really?
from the Friday the 13th movies suspended in the lake. It's kind of messed up, but so we do things like that up here.
That's
So I'll
awesome.
pull that article up and we'll read all about that tomorrow night on the special Friday the 13th late night load. That doesn't happen very often. Oh, this is also in October too, for like adds a whole extra level of spooky. So yeah. And then the other thing that we were going to talk about tonight, I sent it over to Carrie. I didn't get a chance to send it to you today. But we were going to talk about, let's see, where is it? I'm going to pull it up
Asteroid
here real
33.
quick. Asteroid 33,
Hymnal.
polyhymnia may contain elements outside the periodic table. The asteroid is so dense, physicists say it could contain elements not yet seen on Earth. And then they go on to tell us that they show us a picture of this one. It's called osmium, and it's the densest naturally occurring stable element, and I think it's at 110 or whatever is its compound number. And then they just go on to talk about that for a little bit. But then the team of physicists from the University of Arizona say they are motivated by the possibility of compact, ultra dense objects with a mass density greater than osmium. The densest naturally occurs in, yeah. And then in particular, some observed asteroids surpass this mass density threshold. So they're just they're talking about how all these cool new exotic materials might be findable now that we've proven we can because they finally got that stuff back from asteroid Bennu or whatever. They
Right.
made like a full thing and they finally landed that stuff. So we've proven that we can land on something, harvest something, and bring it back to Earth. We've done it now. So now that we can do that, we can start setting targets on ones where we've like scanned them and think they're made of gold and platinum and water and stuff like that.
Right.
And so we're going to start harvesting, sending little robots up to harvest off of these asteroids and stuff to get a better understanding of all of their composites. Because now we've done it once, it should be super easy for us to, replicate that exercise multiple times.
Right.
So I'm excited to see what that brings, but I'm also scared because on the backside of things, that's how Venom came to Earth in the comic books, man. And I'm telling you what,
Yep.
I would I wouldn't mind being the first one with the Venom symbiote, but at the same time, that'd be kind of scary.
Right.
So
But in that article, I was really excited thinking about so what that really means for, let's say, space mining, right? We're able to go
uh-huh.
out there and now start collecting these asteroids, just even at random. Because what was a lot of these materials once called? They were within the unobtainium range, not knowing if they were actually stable elements that could be made, or things that have never been seen before that we can now reverse engineer and say, oh, hey, now we can now make these new elements. But the ability of what space mining could be, how we would be able to capture these things, or like I said, literally go to another place where it's very large and mine on it. But yeah, heavy new elements, the technologies in the like medical fields, possibly with these metals, or these incredible sophisticated nanostructures in some of these. But yeah, just the expansion towards space, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And then well, along with that, that's just and I don't even think it has to matter if it's heavy materials or not either. I think it's just amazing that we are moving beyond the military spectacle of space exploration. This is definitely the a leap and bound in the direction of commercial space stuff, which
Right,
that brings in civilians going to space and doing things in space and stuff, which I think is a good thing. It's going to bring our minds as a group of people on this planet a lot closer to the the better thought process of, hey, we're all on this one rock together. You know what I mean? Like that's going to become a more cohesive thought for a lot of us soon, and I hope it helps a lot of people on the other side of the world out faster. Once they realize we're all on the same
right.
rock. You know, um, other than that, with that article though, that was pretty much it. I just thought it was really interesting when I came across it. I really didn't care for who reported on that article, but like I said,
Yeah,
it was a really interesting read. And then the other article I was looking at was, um, and I wanted to talk about this because this is definitely something like I think Leprechaun would have a lot to say on. So a crane visits the home of a man every morning, and once a year, when the crane has an offspring, he brings the offspring to visit this home of this man. And this man apparently created this relationship with this bird. And the thing I wanted to talk about was there's multiple cases of this happening, and it's not just like birds either. It's other animals. They feel like they've made a connection or a bond to the people who live in that spot or that area or just that person in general who helped them. and they come back and they bring their young or their babies back to show these, show these people that have helped them. Hey, here's my babies. Thank you for helping me live. You helped me, you know,
Not cool.
you helped me have babies. What's not cool?
Oh,
You dying?
I thought it was gonna take longer.
So I just think it's really crazy that this happens a lot, and people are, obviously we're reporting on it more and more as it happens. My thought is, or my question is, how sentient are these animals really to know or to think or to have that thought to bring their babies to show the human that saved them and stuff? Like what puts a thought like that into that kind of an animal where we know they don't have much thought in themselves besides eat, sleep, and shit, like how sentient are these animals? And that's
Well,
what
I
I
mean,
said. I think Leprechaun could
oh, yeah,
speak a lot on
yeah, and
that.
I mean, I don't. I mean, I just honestly, I don't think that we give animals enough credit. I mean, every year we hear more and more about them speaking on, especially marine life being a lot more intelligent than we give them credit for, from octopuses to orcas to dolphins. Um, but I think a lot of it. I mean, it just comes to being a trusting. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
there's some type of a bonding moment where this animal was in need and you helped it. Created enough of a bond to where it's more of a you're a part of the pack thing. I mean,
Yeah.
there's plenty of people out there that there's I forget the one guy's name that went and joined a wolf pack and made himself pretty much accepted into the wolf pack, and then he left for a while and came back, and a different leader of the pack had taken over, and he said he was like, I was kind of fearful for my life. The new pack leader didn't really like me, like, kind of a thing. I mean earlier this spring, I had a kind of a weird, interesting moment. I was out in the front yard with Luna, and there's this duck in the middle of the yard, just or in the middle of the street, just acting really weird. And I'm like, what's going on with this duck? Like, and where are its babies? It's springtime, and I thought about the fact that it was kind of standing by the
The
storm
drain.
drain. And so I go walk over there. Sure enough, there's 10 little chickens all in the storm drain there. So I go bring my daughter inside, and I yelled at my neighbor, the lady. She was always like, "Hey, can you come give me a hand?" And she was just kind of confused. I was like, I need some help." She was like, "Oh, I'll send my son over." And I climbed down there and I pulled out all 10 babies, handed them off to her son, my neighbor, and the duck had the mom at this point had flown away. And so once I got all 10 of them out there, just kind of on the grass, I looked around. I didn't see where she was. I took a few steps away from them so that she would feel more comfortable. And she flew down and started squawking away. They were, chirping away the whole time. And they met up and they walked off. And what was really weird about this situation is, maybe 20 minutes later, once she got to the rest of the other ducks that they all hang out together with or whatever, their flock, all of a sudden 3 ducks come fly up, land on my neighbor's roof, and they're just sitting up there just squawking away, like, completely abnormal behavior. And I was just kind of looked up and I'm like, pretty sure you guys are trying to say thanks, and in that case you're freaking welcome. Like, and then they sat up there and squawked away for a while, and they flew off. But I mean, with animals, I mean, it's a lot of it's we call it animal instincts and stuff like that. But I mean, even if it is just animal instincts, especially when it comes to the little ones, I mean, that's they're still nurturing parents for the most part, and they know how big of a deal that is. So I don't know. I think it's cool. I also think that stuff like that's been going on a lot longer, since now we have the fortunate capability of stuff being easily recorded and stories easily told.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. And I think sometimes we as humans can also take this situation a little bit to the extreme. There's a woman up north, and she has this bear that comes and visits her on a weekly basis. Like, this bear just comes up to her door, and he knocks on her door and waits for her to open the door, and he like comes halfway in through the door and sits, and then she gives him scratches and stuff, and I'm like, okay, that's a bear. Let's not do that with the bear, please. It's like,
mean,
it's cute when it's a bird or a duck, but I don't know about the bears,
well, I mean,
man.
she's putting herself at
Yeah,
more risk
bears.
for sure, but it's
Yeah, because what happens if one day you don't open that door? You know,
he's
a
gonna
bear
huff.
might come through.
He's gonna huff and puff and blow that door down.
Right, exactly. And so that's all. But this lady's crazy though. She talks to this bear, and this bear like it's like this bear. Like I watch her. She has like multiple videos of this, and she like talks to this bear and stuff, and the bear completely listens to her and things. And it's really weird. So there is some sort of relationship there, but I'm just like, that's kind of a big animal to have that relationship.
I mean, it is. But we got there's idiots out there, walking around with line packs and stuff too. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Carol
Oh,
Baskin.
Carol Baskin. Oh, not that stuff. I heard I heard the Tiger King's trying to get out of jail again.
yep.
Her husband whacked him.
Oh man, fed her husband to the Tigers. That's what they say. I don't know. I've never been there, and I didn't investigate myself. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I
But
don't even.
the show was kind of funny.
It was entertaining.
Yeah. All right, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. We made it in. Hey, it's that time of day where we gotta stop and say
Hey, hey, hey.
a few things about our sponsors over at ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com. Head on over there and use the code G_Syndicate10 to get 10% off of a purchase of $25 or more. And now at Clarksville Hobby Depot, there's going to be Friday night restocks plus new sweepstakes now through October 31st. Every purchase will enter you into a drawing for a chance to win a $100 gift card. Bonus points for each dollar spent. So head on over there to Clarksville Hobby Depot and get your purchase on. Like, seriously, that's 10% off plus a drawing to get a $100 gift card. That's not bad at all. Like, it's pretty cool over there. I'd go check it out. And your different supplies, hobby tool needs, your RC cars, your tanks, trains, cars, automobiles, and of course Gunpla and other mecha robots. So head on over to ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com and check out what they got. Woohoo! There we go. We're done with that sponsor ad. That's pretty much it for the major talking points that I had for today. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be, we're going to be talking about Halloween stuff and everything.
Oh yeah, I got something I didn't know if you'd seen yet over in Japan from Tsubame, I guess Tsubame, Ryo Yoshida, the chief exec. It was talking about the real life transformer, a mech robot that you can buy, literally. So it's a Japan startup company that's bringing the Gundam-like transformers for $3 million. It takes 12 to 18 months to build them. They're just over 4.5 meters tall. They weigh 3.5 tons. They're set up on 4 wheels, so it can be used as a drivable mech. You can actually sit in it, and it's got 9 cameras and 4 screens inside, so you can see all around it. And then it converts or transforms into a much taller standing robot. It does have arms. It's a joystick operated, kind of like a heavy machinery. But yeah, for the price tag of $3 million, you can buy one of these. And they were saying with all the things that Japan are really good at, anime, which is animation, mecha, everything that Japan's ever created over the years. This was their idea of trying to compress all that in together to create a product that was real. And they're only going to produce, I want to say 15 of these in 5 different colors. which are like a ghost pearl white, black, purple, and a navy of sorts. But yeah, it's really neat. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but it's definitely no Gundam. It's no bipedal robot.
So how long until Robot Wars is like a sport?
Dude, it's coming.
Well,
It's gonna be robot jocks by 2025.
yeah. You know, so I just pulled up that article. I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at this thing. Let's see.
Got a cool name, Archak.
Yeah, Archax. Yeah, I think that's cool too. Um, this up.
But yeah, I could see
So,
some rich vigilantes getting hands on this thing. They said, "Sign me up."
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Some,
what is it? The government of China already has Paddlebor.
yeah,
China has Paddlebor already in the works or whatever. It's like a police robot that it's a almost the size, like double the size of the Iron Man suit, but half the size of a Hulkbuster suit. Like to give you like an idea of where its size is. And anyways, one human gets in it, and it's you ride it kind of like it's a motorcycle, like the way you sit in it. It's kind of like a motorcycle sitting, and I thought it was interesting. I'm working on.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see a lot more of that. I feel like in the near future.
oh yeah, dude. You can just YouTube the Japanese robot shows, and the stuff that they've produced is incredible. The mech that are already available, it's unbelievable what they've created for like high voltage lines. They have mech bodies, from the waist up that are on like high lift trucks, so they can do the work for you. They have manipulators and they operate just like humans. You can sit up there and work with them. It's your right hand man. Amazing. It'll scare the hell out of you too when you start seeing some of that other shit. Like just this year, the Japan Robotics Show just this year dropped things that just scare the hell right out of you. It's like wow. So if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend to anybody out there go check out the Japan Electronics Show from 2023 and be prepared.
So here's the image. So this is what it looks like.
So it looks all pretty cool until you get down to the
So that's
four
pretty cool.
wheels. I'm like,
So okay, I seen the prototype a couple years ago of this without all the armor and stuff. It was just the legs and the sitting station. So it was like super
right.
open still. But yeah, so it looks like they've made some progress since the last time they've showcased
Oh
this
yeah,
machine. But yeah, I
they've
have
got
seen the machine. Yeah, so that's crazy. Super cool looking. And oh, there's a video. Sweet. Of course, there's a.
right, of course.
That is just crazy. Oh man. I'm pushing it to the max. I'm digging the Gunpla style water slide decals everywhere.
Right?
I'm definitely digging that about the build. But it looks like they're all appropriate. Like they're they're in the right spots, giving the right thing. Telling you the right things. So that's pretty cool. He said so. There's 9 sensor cameras, and then they give you 9 screens inside the robot. Huh? That's super cool.
So yeah, I guess you can see a lot around you.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. My it almost lagged out on me, so we're not going to be doing that anymore. My computer has reached its power limits.
I can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power.
Don't have the power.
I don't get the power.
Yeah.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a fucking PC mechanic.
All right, Late Night Load. You are watching the Late Night Load, and your video game guest is Leanie42. She is playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Is that with an S? Yes, it is. Okay. I always worry if I'm pronouncing it wrong or not.
What
But yeah,
platform is that on?
this is a PlayStation 4.
Sweet. Okay. Looks
And it's
amazing.
yeah, the gameplay is pretty downright awesome. I like this one. I like playing Borderlands 3 as well. It's got same level of good graphics. And yeah. Tomorrow's game will be Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah.
That game's just like I don't know, was it like King of the Hill survival type of game type of thing? Like one round King of the Hill type thing.
Yeah, I would say that. That's a fair description. It
Yeah.
literally is a free for all.
Yeah, you just got to run from the dead guy or the undead guy or whatever you call him. And so I played the game quite a bit a few years back with a buddy of mine. So that was pretty fun. It was a pretty good game. And I remember back when we were kids, like all of us were young in the early 90s, the Nintendo came out with a Friday the 13th video game. And I got to play it as a kid. And that was a crazy video game to play. But it was just like this little 2D scroller where you had to run through this forest. And as you ran through this forest, once in a while, like the bad guy would pop up, and then you'd have to like fight him real quick and run from him. I never really understood the concept of the game besides that when I was a kid. I'm sure now
Yeah.
as an adult I could probably figure it out better. But man, back then in Nintendo, it was Super Mario and Friday the 13th for me.
Right. Absolutely. Definitely did the Super Mario.
Yeah.
In a while.
All right. And, other announcements coming soon. Monday afternoons, the Wicked Wookie will be back live building on Kit Bash Gundam.
Yeah.
He isn't building back the cutting board post yet, but he wants to get back in the swing of live building and stuff. So we're going to be scheduling him doing that on Mondays. Um, as for Wednesdays, What's in the Hangar Wednesdays is going to be hosted by the Model Rocketeer.
Yeah, I'm
Background
definitely going to
production, of
revamp that.
course, will be here, WebC official, and we'll be working at fine tuning those shows a little bit here and there. So don't expect like time discrepancies yet or anything. We're not set in stone on what type of day or what time of day we're going to
Right.
be.
Totally open to suggestions. If somebody's got some awesome suggestions, I'd like to hear them.
Yeah,
I'm always open to that.
and
But
then
yeah, that's what reboot the old format on Wednesday nights and just kind of keep it going that way. Keep it simple. Yeah.
definitely, and then we'll always be here Thursday nights on the Late Night Load, playing some video games and talking about some crazy things that happen in the news. And then Friday nights at Kit Bash Fridays will be, or Friday Night Kit Bash will be continuing as well. We'll be going into season 3 this December. That's pretty crazy. Season 3,
Dude, no
guys.
doubt.
That's awesome. I'm super excited about that. And with us going into season 3, I don't have an interview scheduled for tomorrow's show, but I will try and get us another guest to interview next week on the show, and we'll see. We'll move on from there. But I'm only trying to do 4 interviews for the fall season. So we've gotten 2 out of the way. So that's 2 more people we'll do guest interviews with. And I was actually thinking about reaching out to somebody we've had a guest interview in the past with and haven't talked to in a while. So I'm going to reach out to that person. His name is Mario Cruz,
Oh, nice.
or Mobile Soup Mario. He was considered a co-sponsor member of our sponsorship team at Clarksville Hobby Depot. So, Mobile Super Mario, we will be reaching out to you to see if you are going to be in the mood to chat for a couple hours on a Friday night. And we'll
should
pick
be
your
able to
brain
do
and
it.
everything like we have the other couple builders that we've had in, and that'll be good. So, I remember it was about a year ago we had Mario, and Mario was super awesome. We really loved hanging out with him, picking his brain about how he does Gunpla and his other custom anime stuff. So it'll be interesting to get his take on that and how things have been for him a year into being a sponsored builder. So we'll look at that. Those are things we'll probably talk with him about. Uh, I think I've covered everything. My projects for the fall are going along just fine. I found myself in between my top coating projects and wanting to start an actual build, a different build. So,
All
um,
right.
Master Grade Gundam Barbatos with holographic water slides, metal frame parts,
That is going to be
and
awesome.
custom paint. It's gonna, like I was saying earlier, it's gonna be like the Wolverine that I made for Leprechaun here. He has a Wolverine Gundam that I built him, so I'm just gonna be building another version of it, but it's got a lot more parts than the one I made for Leprechaun. But it's off of the same build. It's Gundam Barbatos, so it's off the same build. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, fine. I'll get in here too. Just yeah. So that's what I plan on doing for that. Uh, but it'll be a little bit different. Hopefully, not too much different. But I'm pretty excited about it. I was playing around with some other color option, like what I used for colors and stuff. I was playing around with some options and stuff and some things that look cool. So I'm really excited for what's going to happen.
It's going to be awesome. So I'm excited to see a lot of the parts. So let me hit on some of this. You can explain these. Uh, so is it an additional and upgrade of metal parts to go with the master grade frame? Yeah.
Well, they're not additional parts. They're actually they replace the actual frame, the inner frame of the kit. So
Oh, full
most
mechanical.
people do know, but not everybody knows. When you build a master grade Gundam, they mostly have a full inside frame that
Right.
you put together first, and then you snap the armor onto the outside of the frame. And that's what makes the different Gundam colors and stuff. Well, anyways, the inside of the frame on some of the kits, people desire for those parts to be a little heavier, a little stiffer. So a third party company came out and did die cast molds of the whole Gundam inner frame. And you can buy them. You can buy the whole inner frame. And so for the master grade Barbatos, I did. It was pretty cheap actually. They're not super expensive, but you got to remember that they add weight to the kit and everything, so that can put some stress on the plastic that is left over in the build because you're still gonna end up with, I think, out of the frame that you buy that's metal, you're still gonna end up with somewhere between 15 to 20% plastic and rubber uh, interacting with the metal parts. So that's interesting. I was looking at it all today and stuff, and I got videos that I've been putting out for it and making little screenshot video stuff. Just throwing some stuff up on people to look at. I haven't been on TikTok since, which was like 3-4 hours ago. So I'm pretty sure I got some views over there and some comments and stuff about that. Uh, I don't know.
Yeah.
People or TikTok gets a little nitpicky about using tools. They don't like you using tools while you're live or whatever. It's weird. So I don't know
Really?
what the deal is with that. I've heard some other builders talk about how like TikTok doesn't want them nipping or sanding or filing when they're
Really? I would have
live.
to shoot.
I'm just
Interesting.
like, okay, well, but that's kind of our thing. That's what we do. That's.
Right.
But anyways,
I've
that
had
that was
people.
an interesting thing that I heard from some of them. So the Gumpla community was definitely throwing some lashbacks at that. Oh, nice. All right. We
Yeah, because I
have on
and then
WebC officials TikTok. We have 223 followers as of today.
no, yeah,
1,018 likes. We finally hit that 1K likes threshold. So hopefully that'll help us push us to get more followers faster now.
no,
We'll
yeah.
go.
Every time I go, man, I've been trying to boost you, trying to get people to go over there.
Oh yeah. So as everybody else has been too. This crowd over here on TikTok for Gundam. They're super awesome, man. They're just such a very welcoming community. Like I said, I only had that one bad interaction, but other than that interaction, everything else has just been amazing. So, you know, I think that's a good thing. And then I asked a few people about the bad interaction I had, and they told me, that guy's just that way. They were like, don't worry about him. Don't invest too much worry into that guy
Right.
being negative. I was like, okay, cool. Because I don't think it was like a personal thing with me or him or anything like that. I don't think it was very personal. I think he just wasn't in the mood to converse with another person who is
Yeah.
he would either view me as competition or a peer at his level, and I think that's like a hard thing for him to do is admit that he has peers. I don't know. Like from what I got from the whole gist of what I heard is that's kind of what it is kind of a sour note towards competition or competitors. So,
Yeah.
and hey, I guess I don't mean to take anybody's views. You can keep your views.
There's plenty
Trying to
of them
get
to
my
go
own.
around.
Yeah, exactly. There's billions of us on this rock. We can all share. So, we
Yeah, I
just
was
tore
interested to
through
hear
that
about that
town.
the dipping and sanding thing, because that's where I've just been spending time working on this sniper kit, just nipping plastic on TikTok.
So, and then also, Carrie, I was thinking about trying to orchestrate a way where I load up you doing TikTok live on the restream and then streaming it to the other pages and stuff while you're live on TikTok. That's
Oh,
something
wow.
I'm thinking about doing, trying out, doing like a test run.
That could be
Um,
cool. That's really ingenious.
So anybody who's on the other side of not in TikTok won't be
Right.
able to interact with you unless they go to TikTok. But that'll be the lure, right? To get
Right.
people to interact in TikTok land, is show them that hey, we're active in TikTok now. So that's another way to access us as a group.
Yep.
Thing. So I was thinking that would be something cool to try out. I don't know how it'll work or how well it'll work or anything like that. 'Cause,
We can try some out.
TikTok and everybody gets a little butthurt about just sharing, and
Yeah.
sharing and sharing. I don't get why. So
Watch what you're sharing, Sharon.
let's just watch this over and over again. Oh, that's right. I shut that down. Hold on. Oh, is there a man? Okay, there we go. Will it let me?
Holy mess.
Oh, what did I do? There we go. Hey. All right.
One cool kid.
I have no clue who that is.
What's that one cool kid?
All right. Hmm.
That's way too big of a jump. What if we undestroyed that last catapult and threw ourselves over?
I,
All right. So we can go to TikTok and watch videos and stuff on TikTok. So that'll be interesting, helpful, and cool. We can showcase like these are my builds. This is my work. So like, of course, we can't get in trouble for showing my stuff, but
Right.
it's not too bad. This is what I do outside of the late night load. I build these robots and all that fun stuff. And then I take pictures of them and show them off on TikTok. It's pretty sweet.
Hey, my first response.
So then I believe we can come over to like my friends and search. So yeah, there's Adam.
That Dragon Zord is like the coolest thing ever.
This is a guy I started following. His name's Stoner Gump. He's pretty cool. You guys head on over there and check him out too. He's not a Gumpa builder. He likes to do videos and talk about what he did when he ate a gummy or something, you know. Pretty interesting person. Oh, God, okay. So yeah, whole bunches of stuff, but oh no, habitual line crosser. Messages. I should probably
This reminds me of like almost like a Harry Potter meets Call of Duty, yeah.
All right. And here's the Model Rocketeers page.
I know that guy.
So yeah, it's pretty awesome. I like it. I like seeing that. So yeah. And all those things are all awesome. I think that's pretty cool that we can do this. Head on over there to and check it out, see it, look at it, do all those fun things.
Like, follow, and share. Hit us up. We'll give you a follow back. Trying to boost Mike. Trying to get him to 1,000 so we can go live and do some fun stuff.
So yeah, we'll be able to do that more often when we're talking about articles and stuff. I'll be able to search them a little more, and pull certain things up with those articles or pull up related things, stuff like that. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Across my desk and grab mine.
Hey, Leprechaun, where'd you go?
He disappeared.
He disappeared. He doesn't know yet. I haven't told him yet.
Oh, you haven't said to him that you picked nothing?
No. I'll send him pictures real quick.
Does Carrie know?
Yeah, I told Carrie about it.
You got it all safe and home, safe and sound.
Safe and sound?
Is it a Suburban or is it a Tahoe?
It's a Suburban. It's a 2500.
Okay, I was curious.
I
like the Tahoe, the 2-door version of that with the 5.7.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, hey, that's what I'm supposed to be talking to.
But yeah, no, you got
Yeah, you-
the third row. You need the big beast.
yeah, so yeah, it's got a third row seat. It's got a bunch of features we didn't expect it to have,
Nice.
especially for its age.
Right on. What year is it? 09.
Like just so it came with an upgraded CD DVD player type of thing, and then it came with a DVD player built into the top of the truck.
Yep. The back seat.
So like it folds down and stuff, and then you can hook up that, or you can hook up some wires and plug in like an old PlayStation 1 and stuff like that.
With the red, yellow, white jacks.
Yeah, with the red, yellow, and white. Yep. And so that's an option. And then yeah, third row seating. We got to get the speakers looked at or taken care of because right now we only have audio in the front of the truck.
It's got an aftermarket touch screen.
Yeah. So yeah, but aftermarket
Bluetooth.
touchscreen radio, Bluetooth radio is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Oh, so if it's aftermarket, it's very possible that the speaker connection is just gone undone. They might not have done it right. Could be an easy fix.
So the nitro is no more, Leprechaun.
Yeah.
We still have it.
We still have it, but we're not driving it anymore. So it's parked. We got a new truck though. I sent you some pictures.
Yes, sir.
The HOA is gonna come knocking on your door for your parked nitro. Sir, your truck hasn't moved in 12 hours. Sir, your truck hasn't moved.
Eat a dick. No, it won't be too bad. We got tabs on it and everything, so no problems. Like the park they don't mess with it. We got a 3-car driveway, so we just pulled it up to the end.
What are you gonna do with it?
We're going to hopefully within the next year or two here get it fixed, and then we're just going to hold on to it for the kids to use when they turn 16, and that's less than 3 years, man. So it's a perfect opportunity to keep a vehicle that's just a little putt for them.
Yeah.
To learn how to drive on and
Oh,
stuff.
and you get to use it as leverage as they act up. Like,
yeah.
Oh, what? Here, give me the keys back.
Yep. So, just on that was my big thought process of it was, hey, we keep the nitro, we'll have a vehicle we can, give to the kids, and they'll have to work to maintain it and get it into better shape than it is.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
that'll be like their little helpful parental thing. Like my parents didn't give me a vehicle, so that'll be the one thing, I guess.
It'll be a good way of teaching them at a young age too that these things don't just drive themselves. You also got to maintain them.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, so, but what happened right now? The thing that we're not getting fixed is the front axles broke. So we're not getting those fixed right now. It's just like at the point of like how much they wanted to try and charge us to fix them. I was like, that's like almost worth half of the price of the vehicle. That's not.
They're probably trying to charge you like $1,800 to $2,200.
Oh no, they're only trying to charge $650 to do the whole thing, but that's still
yeah.
It's still a lot of money for an old ass truck that's on its way out. So we were like,
At what point does it become a money pit?
Yeah. Exactly. So no money pit here, but now we got a gas guzzler.
Yeah.
So, but we got brand new transmission on that gas guzzler. Like there's not even now there's probably like 25, 30 miles on it.
Oh wow.
because it got drove home. But
Nice.
other than that, yeah. So it's a brand new transmission. There's nothing. I don't have a thing to complain about. It's for it being like a 14, 15-year-old vehicle. It's got very minimal rust and everything that we need to work on it works. So
Okay, that's all that
we're
matters.
set to go. Winter's good. We'll be good through winter. You know,
Yep.
like that's how I feel about it.
I think the tank.
Um, so yeah, that's the excitement in our lives as of recently, or what's been new. You know, Saturday we're gonna have a party with Leprechaun.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep, my kids are excited.
Yeah, just make sure you bring the swimsuits.
Oh yeah, they were told, and yeah, you
Un-
just gotta send me that address.
Will do. Yeah. Unfortunately, Hayden will not be swimming with the other kids.
I know that poor girl. She's so man. It's okay though. I'm sure she'll figure something out. She'll have something to do.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna bring the Switch with, and if all the kids are off gone at the same time, and she can just play Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I was going to bring a coloring book. I may have to work.
Oh yeah, Eileen said she might have to work,
Stuff
I'm
happens.
trying to get out of it.
so she says she's trying to get off. We'll show up no matter what, but we might not stay the whole time
Nah,
if she has to work.
no worries. We'll figure it out.
As long as we show up and let the kids get at least an hour of swimming in and stuff, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
They were so heartbroken last week when you guys didn't come
Oh,
out.
I believe it.
And I felt so bad because I had to tell. This is the first time, like in the longest time, I had to tell them, "Oh, plans got canceled." Like that, because we never do that.
No.
Like plans never get canceled.
Nope.
So it was just the look on Caden's face. She stomped through the house. She
Poor
she
girl.
spent 2 days cleaning her bedroom so her cousins could be comfortable and everything,
Well, we'll figure out.
and not have to worry about like stepping on all her arts and crafts.
Yeah,
shit.
we'll figure out
So,
another day here sometime in November when there's not so much going on.
all right, that sounds
And
good.
then the 29th we'll be doing the Halloween party for the kids here, and it's gonna be also we'll be celebrating Monica's birthday at the same time. So we're encouraging adults to dress up for Halloween as well.
Okay,
And that's the 29th. And we'll probably just start that early afternoon and let people hang out as long as they want for the most part.
that is perfect idea for what I'll be. I'm gonna come as Chris Farley. Fat man in a little coat. No.
Just put on one of the kids' old hoodies.
I'm gonna dress up as a disappointed Vikings fan, have makeup running down my face like I've been crying.
Oh no. Man, I saw those playbacks from that game the other day where the refs cheated the Vikings.
Yeah,
That was straight up bogus.
yeah, it happens.
Yeah. So, we do have a friend out there in viewing land. Is that B? B, are you with us?
No, she is asleep.
Seriously?
Oh,
Yeah, seriously. Woohoo!
Yeah, though I gotta work very early in the morning here tomorrow. I think I'm about to jump off. You guys have a
Yeah.
great night, and I'll talk to you again soon.
oh yeah.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming and hanging.
Yes, sir.
We will see you later. All right. Well, yeah, we're about the end of the show for the night here. I know it's getting late over in your area there, Carrie. So I
12.
don't want to keep you up too much later either.
Right on. I just finished putting the last little touches on
That
the arm, and I got a full arm finally. Yay!
awesome. Here, let's show everybody.
It's got an arm.
Now you're the big screen.
So, yeah, maybe a couple more hours, and I'll have just another arm, and everything looks pretty clean for just a snap build. Pretty good deal.
Nice. Pretty sweet looking. All right.
But yeah, we'll call it here, and we'll be ready for tomorrow. Get geared up.
Yeah, we'll have a great time, and we will see you all on the next Late Night Load.
Welcome to the